Would you kindly repeat the question?
Again, excluding not raising taxes and not spending money, what would be the one specific thing that you would like to accomplish that would make Oak Island a progressive member of the 21st century?
I had put on the agenda last month, and actually I've been watching it for about a year now. About a year ago, the North Carolina League of Municipalities started what they call the Green Challenge. It's based on a program in Virginia. I think that program has evolved to the point where I thought it was important. It looked like it would be something that would be good for us to be a part of. It has many facets, a lot of which focus on energy conservation in ways that save not only would save money not only for town operations but for you all as individuals. We have begun appointing people to the advisory board for our green initiative based on that program, and I encourage any of you with an interest to please apply for that. I believe that is something that speaks to that question. Just one comment I need to make, and I made it last night, and I don't know, Jim, you may have left by that time. I know there's been a lot of talk about capital projects and requiring voter referendums. I have an email here, if I'm given time, that I'll read from David Lawrence at the School of Government, and apparently it is against our state constitution to do that. He says the state constitution prohibits local legislation dealing with borrowing money, and so it is legally impossible for a specific town or county to impose a voter approval requirement on itself through such legislation. So that's why nobody else is doing it, and that's why even if we wanted to do it, we would not be able to. But I do pledge to you that I will not vote to spend more money in the next 4 years. Thank you.
I'm a great proponent of teamwork and consensus building. If there was one thing that I could do that does not involve money, it would be to bring our communities together in Brunswick County to work together as a cohesive unit, to work on our common concerns, infrastructure, economic development, where we can have greater impact as a group than we can as individual towns. I think when we're engaged in bickering with our neighbors, that we lose our focus. And our focus should be on improving the life of all of us, not just Oak Island, not just Castle Beach. Actually, I'm a proponent of getting along with St. James. I believe that, honestly, I know some very nice people in St. James. I know they're probably jerks everywhere. There are jerks in Oak Island, there are jerks in St. James. But, you know, I think the answer is for our leaders to come together and sit down at the table and say, look, let's get along. Let's make things happen for Brunswick County. When I was on the town council in Oxford, we had an organization, a regional organization called the Tar Council of Governments for Carr Lake and Tar River. And I was Oxford's representative on that COG. It's called the Council of Governments, the COG. And that was a very progressive group, even though we were a little redneck community up in northern North Carolina. The COG got together and we put together a huge water system that served 3 communities. We brought water, we built a water treatment facility on the shores of Carr Lake, and we laid water pipe, and we brought water from Carr Lake to serve 3 communities, and we did that through regional cooperation, something that none of the towns could have done alone. Thank you.
One of the things, and I will steal your thunder back there, Richard, one of the things that a town can really save a lot of money on is volunteerism. We have a wealth of experience in this town across the board, from engineering to science. It's just unbelievable what we have, the pool of talent we have to draw from. I don't think the town has utilized it in its full capacity for several years. A lot of you folks might not know it, but we have 4 to 5 times more volunteer emergency services personnel in Oak Island than we have paid personnel. Tens of thousands of dollars saved. We have to have X number of people to get the job done and satisfy the state, but we do that with a combination of 1/4 paid and 3/4 volunteer. It would behoove us to conduct ourselves in a manner where we could be proud of our town and could impress our surrounding communities. I don't think right now, if you go out in Brunswick, New Hanover, surrounding counties, you mention Oak Island and we don't get a favorable review in the way we conduct ourselves and in the way we operate our town. That doesn't cost a dime. Being the jewel of southeastern North Carolina could be free. So again, taking the monetary factor out of the way, that's another way that we could really help our community. Being partners with surrounding communities like St. James. Personally, I don't have anything against St. James. Fine folks over there. Southport, Bowling Springs. We already work together in some areas. We never have really gotten the habit of working well with the county, and that's something we really need to do.
Okay. Of course, our biggest issue right now is debt service, and we need to get a firm grip on our debt for the next couple of years to bring us to the 21st century. Of course, we're going to have funds to do that, and again, that falls back to getting a grip on this debt service we have. Some other things that I think we need to look at, of course, is our green program. There are several things that we can do as a community to improve our environment here on Oak Island. Being green is one of them. I'm probably guilty like everybody else. I don't put all my cans and my water bottles and things like I should for the environment. They all just go in the trash. But I think the biggest thing is getting a hold of our debt service right now and making sure we've got a good firm grip on it. Thank you.
This question is, how would you improve collection of delinquent taxes? that kind of gets to the middle of the
Who goes first?
Actually, we do a lot of things currently that we didn't do when I first started on council. One of the things is the state program where you can, it's a debt set-off program is the technical name for it, but we can file with the State Department of Revenue so that anybody getting a state income tax refund, if they owe taxes to the town of Oak Island, those have to be paid first. There are also instances where bank accounts and wages can be garnished. We do try to work with people on payment plans, and a lot of people do just that. So all of the, to my knowledge, all of the avenues that are available to collect any delinquent taxes, the town is using those and will continue to use those. But like I say, we try to work with people, and particularly in these hard economic times. And to my knowledge, we don't try to sell people's houses out from under them or anything like that. Certainly the foreclosures, actually a lot of people are concerned that that would be a source of tax delinquency, but it turns out that it's not. Those we are getting paid taxes on. So, like I said, the programs that are available are the things that the town is using.